They tell us that strength is measured by the weight we can lift or the endurance we show in the face of physical challenges. But we, who seek wisdom and inner tranquility, understand that true strength is something deeper, more profound. It lies within the heart and mind, shaped by our thoughts, actions, and habits. Sometimes we don't realize that the very habits we nurture can weaken our inner fortitude, eroding the foundation of our character and leaving us vulnerable to the storms of life. True strength is not about how much we can lift or how far we can run. It is about the strength of our character, the resilience of our spirit, and the clarity of our mind. It is the ability to remain calm and composed in the face of adversity, to maintain integrity in moments of temptation, and to act with wisdom and compassion in all circumstances. These qualities are not innate. They are cultivated through deliberate practice and conscious effort. Our journey towards self-mastery and resilience begins with recognizing and eliminating these habits. These habits, though seemingly innocuous, can slowly erode our inner strength, leaving us fragile and reactive. Today, we delve into the wisdom of Stoicism to uncover 7 habits that weaken us and explore how to cast them aside, paving the way for a life of true strength and serenity. Habit 1. Indulging in negative emotions. Emotions are natural, yet when we indulge in negativity, anger, envy, resentment, we allow these emotions to control us, dictating our thoughts and actions. Seneca reminds us, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. How often do we find ourselves consumed by what-ifs and worst-case scenarios, letting fear and anxiety overshadow our present moments? Our minds, when left unchecked, can become breeding grounds for negative emotions, perpetuating a cycle of suffering that exists more in our thoughts than in actual events. Negative emotions, if not managed, can dominate our lives. Anger, for example, clouds our judgment and can lead us to say and do things we later regret. It disrupts our peace and strains our relationships. Envy, on the other hand, keeps us trapped in a perpetual state of dissatisfaction, always longing for what others have rather than appreciating our own blessings. Resentment builds walls around our hearts, preventing us from experiencing joy and connection. By letting go of these destructive emotions, we regain control over our inner lives and reclaim our peace of mind. When we feel anger rising, we can pause and ask ourselves, is this emotion serving me? The answer is often no. Marcus Aurelius advises us, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Let's practice this mindset, choosing calm and rationality over the tumult of anger. By observing our emotions without judgment and questioning their utility, we can learn to respond rather than react, transforming our inner turmoil into tranquility. Habit 2. Seeking external validation. We live in a world obsessed with approval. Social media, peer pressure, and societal norms push us to seek validation from others, convincing us that our worth is measured by likes, accolades, and recognition. But Epictetus wisely cautions, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Our worth isn't determined by others' opinions. True strength comes from within, from knowing our values and adhering to them steadfastly, regardless of external approval. By seeking validation from within, we fortify our sense of self. This inner validation is built on a foundation of self-awareness and self-acceptance, allowing us to live authentically. When we align our actions with our principles, we no longer crave external approval. Instead, we find satisfaction in our integrity and the knowledge that we are living true to ourselves. Let's strive to be our own measure of success, valuing our integrity over fleeting praise. The quest for external validation often leads to a life of comparison and competition, where we measure our worth by how we stack up against others. This is a never-ending cycle that erodes our self-esteem and leaves us perpetually dissatisfied. By turning inward and seeking validation from our own principles and values, we break free from this cycle and discover a deeper, more enduring sense of self-worth. Habit 3. Avoiding discomfort. We often avoid discomfort, seeking the path of least resistance. Modern conveniences and a culture of instant gratification have conditioned us to shy away from anything that challenges or discomforts us. However, Stoic philosophy teaches us that embracing discomfort is essential for growth. As Epictetus says, difficulties are things that show a person what they are. By facing challenges head-on, we build resilience and character, transforming obstacles into opportunities for growth. Discomfort is a powerful teacher. It reveals our limitations and pushes us to transcend them. Whether it's a difficult conversation, a challenging task, or a physical endeavor, these experiences shape us. They strip away our weaknesses, revealing the strength beneath. Let's choose to step out of our comfort zones, welcoming the growth that comes with it. Each time we face a challenge and overcome it, we become more resilient, better equipped to handle future adversities. By embracing discomfort, we learn to cope with life's inevitable challenges with greater ease and confidence. We become less fearful of the unknown and more willing to take risks that lead to personal and professional growth. In doing so, we cultivate a mindset of resilience and adaptability, essential traits for navigating the complexities of life. Habit 4. Clinging to material possessions. In our pursuit of happiness, we often cling to material possessions, believing they bring lasting joy. We are bombarded with messages that equate success and fulfillment with the accumulation of wealth and possessions. However, the Stoics remind us that true contentment comes from within. Seneca advises, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." Our attachment to possessions can enslave us, making us dependent on external factors for our happiness. Material possessions, no matter how abundant, cannot fill the void that arises from a lack of inner peace and contentment. By practicing detachment, we free ourselves from this dependency. We learn to appreciate what we have without being consumed by the desire for more. Let's focus on cultivating gratitude for the present moment, finding contentment in simplicity rather than accumulation. The less we crave, the more we appreciate the true wealth that lies in experiences, relationships, and inner peace. The pursuit of material wealth often leads to a life of perpetual striving and dissatisfaction. We become trapped in a cycle of wanting and acquiring, always chasing the next thing that promises happiness, but never delivers. By letting go of our attachment to possessions, we liberate ourselves from this cycle and discover a deeper, more enduring sense of contentment. Habit 5. Fearing change. Change is inevitable, yet we often fear it, clinging to the familiar. The comfort of routine and the known can be reassuring, but it can also become a prison that stifles our growth. Marcus Aurelius tells us, "Observe always that everything is the result of change, and get used to thinking that there is nothing nature loves so well as to change existing forms and to make new ones like them." Change is a natural part of life, a force that propels us forward, challenging us to adapt and grow. We should embrace change as an opportunity for growth. By accepting it rather than resisting, we open ourselves to new possibilities. Change pushes us out of our comfort zones and forces us to confront our fears, fostering resilience and adaptability. Let's learn to flow with the current of life, adapting and evolving with grace and courage. Each change we encounter is a chance to reinvent ourselves, to shed old habits and embrace new ways of being. Fearing change can lead to a stagnant life, where we remain stuck in patterns that no longer serve us. By embracing change, we become more flexible and open-minded, better equipped to handle the uncertainties of life. This adaptability not only enhances our personal growth, but also prepares us to seize new opportunities that come our way. Habit 6. Comparing ourselves to others. Comparison is a thief of joy. When we measure our worth against others, we undermine our self-esteem and create unnecessary stress. Social media and cultural norms amplify this tendency, constantly bombarding us with images of others' success and happiness. Epictetus reminds us, "How long are you going to wait before you demand the best for yourself?" Our journey is unique, and Comparing it to others' paths is futile. Each of us has our own strengths, challenges, and timelines. Let's focus on our own progress, celebrating our achievements without comparison. By doing so, we foster a sense of self-worth rooted in our values and efforts. Let's strive to be better than we were yesterday, rather than better than someone else. When we concentrate on our personal growth and accomplishments, we cultivate a deeper sense of fulfillment and contentment. Constant comparison leads to a life of dissatisfaction and self-doubt. It distracts us from our own goals and values, making us feel inadequate and unworthy. By breaking free from the habit of comparison, we reclaim our power and focus on our own journey, discovering a more authentic and fulfilling path to happiness. Habit 7. Ignoring the present moment. We often find ourselves lost in regrets of the past or anxieties about the future, neglecting the present moment. Our minds drift to past mistakes or future worries, robbing us of the peace and joy available in the here and now. Yet the present is the only time we truly have. Marcus Aurelius advises, confine yourself to the present. By living fully in the now, we can experience life more deeply and authentically. We can practice mindfulness, grounding ourselves in the present through simple acts, listening fully to a friend, savoring a meal, or simply observing our surroundings. Let's cultivate an awareness of the here and now, finding peace in the present moment. Each moment we fully engage with is a step toward a more mindful and fulfilling life. The habit of ignoring the present moment keeps us trapped in a cycle of regret and anxiety, preventing us from experiencing the richness of life as it unfolds. By cultivating mindfulness and presence, we learn to appreciate the beauty and wonder of each moment, leading to a deeper sense of peace and contentment. As we embark on this journey of self-improvement, let's remember that true strength lies not in our physical capabilities, but in our ability to master our inner world. Physical strength, though admirable, is fleeting and often subject to the whims of time and circumstance. True strength, the kind that endures through all of life's vicissitudes, comes from within. It is the fortitude that allows us to remain calm in the face of chaos, to act with integrity in moments of temptation, and to maintain our resolve when confronted with adversity. This inner strength is cultivated through deliberate practice and conscious effort, guided by the principles of Stoicism. Eliminating these weakening habits is a step towards building this inner strength. Each habit we shed is like removing a weight from our shoulders, allowing us to stand taller and move more freely. We begin to see the world with greater clarity, unburdened by the distortions of negative emotions, the need for external validation, or the fear of discomfort. We find ourselves more adaptable, able to navigate the ever-changing currents of life with grace and confidence. Our journey is not just about removing the negative, but also about embracing the positive. It's about seeking validation from within, finding contentment in simplicity, and celebrating our unique paths without comparison. It's about living fully in the present moment, appreciating the beauty and richness of life as it unfolds before us. Let us commit to this path, knowing that it is not easy but deeply rewarding. The journey of self-improvement is fraught with challenges and setbacks, but it is also filled with moments of profound insight and personal triumph. Each obstacle we overcome strengthens our resolve. Each lesson learned deepens our wisdom. Let's strive every day to be the best versions of ourselves, guided by the timeless wisdom of the Stoics. Epictetus reminds us, no man is free who is not master of himself. By mastering ourselves, we achieve true freedom and inner peace. Remember to subscribe for more insights on living a life of strength and tranquility. We are a community on this journey together, each of us seeking to better understand and apply these principles in our lives. What habits have you found most challenging to overcome? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experiences and insights can provide support and inspiration to others who are on this same path. Together, we can support each other on this journey towards inner fortitude and true happiness, forging a path to a life of resilience, peace, and fulfillment.